Hey CEO, happy Labor Day. Did you know Labor Day was first celebrated in 1882 to honor the contributions of American workers to our nation's strength, prosperity, and well-being after a period of unrest? You see, workers back then had to fight for better conditions, reasonable hours, and fair wages. But today, Labor Day is a well-deserved day off now that we can connect to rest, family gatherings, and the unofficial end of summer. And as such, I trust that you are enjoying a day at the beach or the lake, or on the dock or the deck, far away from the work you do in your business, and fully present with those who matter most. And as a CEO of your business, I sure hope you're providing good working conditions, reasonable hours, and making a decent wage for your employees, aka you. Are you? The truth is, in business and entrepreneurship, often that's not the case. At least it wasn't for me, because for too many years, I did not create good working conditions because I thought my busyness, doing all the things, meant that I was growing my business. But in reality, I wasn't seeing the results. In fact, all that I was growing was my guilt, my fatigue, and my disappointment. But good news. After doing it all wrong for too long, I have discovered the 4 exact things that each successful Christian business owner needs to have in place, whether you're a solopreneur or leading a team, whether you're providing a product or a service, whether you're online or have a brick and mortar. And not only will these 4 things save you time, so you don't have to wait for next Labor Day to take a well-deserved break, they will also increase your impact as a CEO, and along with it, increase your income. So, how would you like to end the year in the black when it comes to both your time and your income? Sound amazing? Before you head off to the parade, the barbecue, or the pool party, give me a few minutes of your time because I have a feeling these 4 things in place is going to change everything for your business. But speaking of Labor Day, does it feel good to not keep checking devices, not always be working, not multitasking life and business, and not trying to manage it all on your own? That was the focus of the 4 ways to get back hours in your day series we did in the podcast in the month of August. So feel free to go back and binge if you haven't listened already. Or better yet, I can save you time by telling you that doing those things is only wasting your time and not bringing you results in your business. Am I right? And listen up. I don't believe that you need a date on the calendar or a national holiday for permission to make this your new normal. You can always have more than enough time for what you're called to, and not always be on that hamster wheel, but instead be building a successful business and leading a faithful life. That's why we're not only committed to laying down those 4 things to get back hours in our day, we're also dedicated to shifting everything about how we approach our time as Christian women who are called to building our lives and businesses for His glory. That was what the Find the Time Challenge last week was all about. And the feedback from women has been amazing because they finally discovered the truth that you have time. And they've gone from never enough time, not just to barely enough time, but to more than enough time. How? Because exceedingly abundantly more than we could ask or imagine is just how God works. Amen? Those episodes would be well worth your time to go back and binge on the Redeem Her Time podcast. But today, I don't want you to make one of the top 2 mistakes that many Christian women in business make, myself included, or miss out on an opportunity that won't last long. Are you ready to hear the mistakes? Here we go. Mistake number 1 is being too busy in life to work on your business, thus putting it on the back burner. And mistake number 2 is being too busy working on your business, thus putting life on the back burner. Neither is going to produce the results you want, right? That's because busyness does not equal growth. Let me say that again. Busyness does not equal growth in either life or business. So why do we keep going? Well, doing random things at random times for random reasons is only going to bring random results, but it makes us feel like we're doing something. But I know you. You don't want random results, right? That's not what you want for your life, and certainly not the kind of results that you're praying for in your business. You want to see an ROI, a return on investment for the time you invest, especially in your business. in the here and now by increasing your income, as well as in the eternal by increasing your impact. You truly want to make an impact with the time you have. Is that true? If you're ready to jump into your business this fall, now that we're back to schedules and routines, and you're looking for a way to grow it in less time and not sacrifice time with your family and finish the year well, you are going to want to grab the CEO Impact Bonus. It's free. Yes, free when you join the Redeemed Midlife CEO group coaching program by tomorrow night. So, what is the CEO Impact Bonus, you ask? Well, it's how committed CEOs who are building a life and business they're called to are coming together in the month of September to build out the exact 4 things we're talking about today with me all up in your business in a good way. And then you're going to be held to a high level of accountability for actually following through in the 4th quarter from October to December. And that is how we're going to end the year well. Imagine not only knowing what to do, when to do it, and why you do it every time you sit down to work, but finally seeing consistent growth and results in your business. And have time for family and friends, caring for your home, and taking care of yourself. Talk about a dream come true, right? I promise this is going to be the best investment of time that you can make as we work together closely inside of an exclusive community of like-minded women in business and kick off a 12-month journey together in the program. Girl, you could be that next CEO transformation story sooner than you think. So, how do you access the CEO Impact Bonus and the special pricing on the 12-month group coaching program before it goes up at $11.59 on Tuesday, September 3rd? I'm so glad you asked. Enroll today at redeemhertime.com/coaching. You can check out all the details there. And if you still have questions, send me a quick message before the clock strikes midnight with the link in the show notes. Because together, we're going to turn your random busyness into faithful fruitfulness. So who's with me? Now, about those 4 things. First, how do I know these 4 things will work and will work for you? Because I tried it the other way, and I just kept myself on that busyness hamster wheel with little to nothing to show for it, especially in my business. Talk about wasted time. You see, my problem was not mistake number 1, letting life take over business. Mine was more number 2, letting my business take over my life. I so desperately wanted to see results for all the time and hard work I put in. I wanted to prove to my family that all the time I took away from them was worth it in the end. But the problem was, I didn't do either. I just got busier. I thought that by doing more, I'd see the results I was praying for. And so I ignored the nagging guilt that was taking more of my time than I wanted. And I pushed past the recurring thought that maybe this wasn't really working. And I just kept pushing. Hopping on Zoom calls every morning at 6 a.m. for hours of the personal growth I thought would help me grow. Yes, it's true, every day. Spending all day long in my office, posting and commenting and messaging and replying, building the audience I thought would help me grow. Going back to my office after dinner or bringing my laptop to the couch, doing more messaging or meeting or training, hoping it would build the connections to help me grow. Alas, I only grew my guilt, my fatigue, and my disappointment. And I'll be honest, my family wasn't too happy with me. But I just couldn't give up because that would mean that all that time would have been for naught. So I listened to this guru and that expert and that other trainer or another author, whoever seemed like they knew the secret to success that I didn't. And I just piled more business to-dos on my plate. But still, I didn't see the results I was praying for. Only the results I didn't want, but the ones I was choosing to ignore. Now, if you've been around the podcast, you know that it wasn't until I got a diagnosis of hystericus globus that I finally woke up to the impact that busyness in my business was having on every single area of my life, including my health. That's when I learned to slow down, to stop working all the time, and to seek God's wisdom for how to grow my business and not let it take over my life. And it was during that time when God finally had my attention that I discovered the exact 4 things I'm sharing with you today that every woman in business needs to have in place. No matter if you're that solopreneur or team leader, if you've got a product or service, if you're online or in a brick and mortar. The 4 exact things that you need to have in place if you want to see the kind of results you're praying for and not the ones I experienced or that you're likely experiencing. But before I share these 4 with you, let me paint a picture of what your business and life could look like when these become your new normal. Are you ready for another way of doing life and business? Good, because with these 4 in place, you're going to save time, you're going to save money, you're going to save stress, and you're going to save guilt. How? Because by knowing what to do, when to do it, and why you do it, you'll be more consistent, be more present, and experience more growth. You're going to be more consistent because you'll be showing up for your business like you said you would, so those you serve will get a higher level of service. And you'll be showing up for your family and other things like you want to, because you'll be able to tell them when you'll be working and when you're going to close your door or your laptop and be available for them. My family gets that time now, but oh, how I wish I had given them that time all along. Which leads to being more present, because when you're working, you're working. So that means your business will get your full focus, from your connections to your prospects to your clients or customers, as you create, market, and sell your product or service. And when you're with your family or friends or serving in your church community or whatever else you're called to do, you'll be fully there because it's not time to work on your business. Oh, how I look forward now to when I get to pour out into other things or even myself and not have my business distracting me all the time. Which leads to seeing more growth, because when your business is getting your consistent full focus and you're investing your time in doing the right kinds of things in your business, over time, you will see growth and results, aka increasing your impact with your message and increasing your income, because more clients and customers are going to be drawn to work with you. And in turn, as you consistently give your full focus to the people and things outside of business that truly matter, you're going to see more growth in your relationships, your health, your passions, your home, your faith. In fact, all 8 areas of attention. And who doesn't want that kind of growth, right? So I know what you're asking right now. Lisa, what are the 4 things that CEOs, hopefully you and I, should be focusing on building together in September to finish out the year well? Well, here they are. Are you ready to write these down? CEO business work blocks, CEO business workflows, CEO business growth plans, and CEO business meetings. First, CEO business work blocks are the times in your ideal week time template when you're focusing on working on and in your business. No more trying to fit your business into the nooks and crannies of your day and expecting big results like I was promised. And no more hoping to get a few minutes in your day to sneak off to your office, but never actually finding the time, right? I'm going to help you make CEO decisions about how many hours a week you're going to work and when in your week you'll make it happen. Kind of like a shop owner posts their business hours in the door, so they and everyone else knows when they are committed to showing up to serve in their business. Do you want to be the kind of CEO who shows up to her business when she says she will, so that way you can experience the results? Second, CEO workflows are the tasks you'll do in the order they need to be done, with the frequency they need to happen in order to go from initiation to completion. No more doing one set of tasks while neglecting others, and then scrambling when you realize it's been longer than you realized since you dropped the ball. And no more tasks only getting so far before you run out of steam, because you're either reinventing the wheel each time or trying to remember what you did last time or what you said you need to do next time. I'm going to help you as a CEO list out, categorize, and organize your business to-dos in one central location. So that way, all you have to do is sit down, open your computer, and it's all right in front of you, without having to find those random slips of paper or thumb through the random notebooks looking for your scribbled notes. It's all going to be streamlined and systematic, so that not only can you get them done in less time, but one day soon you can hand them off to an intern or an assistant. Do you want to be the kind of CEO who shows up to her business knowing exactly what to do to grow? Yes. Third was a CEO growth plan. So unlike those workflows, which focus on the daily, weekly, and monthly or seasonal tasks that reoccur, a growth plan is going to focus on the projects that are going to move your business forward and help you scale. These are those bigger goals that involve more than just a few steps and are going to take a few months to complete. But let's be honest, when push comes to shove and you're feeling short on time, they're the ones that are easy to put off, and no wonder you stay in the same place. These are the bigger goals that most people list out at the beginning of a year, and they may start on in January, but we all know they get left behind somewhere along the way, such that the last few months of the year are either a frenzied hurry to try to complete them all, or a throw up your hands and hope for the best in the new year. Neither is going to help your business scale or grow, right? So instead of giving yourself 12 months to hope to cross the finish line, I'm going to help you as a CEO, someone who has bigger with God vision than just getting through another day or checking off another box, to build out a detailed plan with a 12-week timeline, creating a healthy sense of urgency and keeping you from getting distracted. You want to be the kind of CEO who gets more done in 12 weeks than most people do or you ever have in 12 months? You are going to have great momentum, not only ending the year, but rolling right into the next. And last but not least, and certainly not least in importance, your daily CEO business meeting. In fact, I'm going to dedicate next week's episode to the format that I'm sharing with my CEOs because it takes intention. I get it. It's tempting to jump into the day in your work or start scrolling social or responding to messages, answering emails, doing whatever is on your plan for the day. I know because I used to do that too. But a Christ-empowered operator, that's what a CEO means, of a with God business, doesn't start working until she's met with the chairman of the board to listen to his voice, to share her praise and requests, and to ask for wisdom about her challenges and ideas. And then she takes inspired action with God. So be sure to follow the show because you don't want to miss it, because this is the heart of the With God business framework. Without it, you've just got great plans like the rest of the world out there chasing success on their own. So there you have it. The 4 things that you need to have in place before taking action on consistently to increase your impact and income before the end of the year. Better yet, when you join the Redeem Midlife CEO by tomorrow night at midnight, not only do you get special pricing before it goes up, you also get access to this CEO Impact bonus where I'm going to walk with you to help jumpstart your growth as you head into the fall and the holidays. So that way, you're not going to be like all the other business owners out there who are running around trying to find the time and then resign themselves to the fact that, well, life is just busy and they'll have to find more time after the new year. Except we all know how that goes, right? So why is it that so many business owners don't consistently follow through on giving their business the focused time it needs with these 4 things? You can know these things, but it's more about the doing it and doing it consistently, right? Why is it so many business owners start with great intentions but get distracted somewhere along the way? Why is it that so many business owners work way too hard but still don't experience the growth and results they're praying for? Because without the right system and support, good intentions don't get put into action. But that's not you, right? You are the kind of CEO who knows she's called to grow her impact. You're the kind of CEO who wants to see a good ROI on her time. You're the kind of CEO who shows up consistently. And you're the kind of CEO who knows that she experiences the next level kind of growth when she's got the coaching and accountability to keep her focused. So, when you join us inside the CEO Impact Bonus, we're not going to let you fall back into old habits or lose momentum or get off in the ditch. With these 4 things in place and a high level of weekly accountability, you're going to finally see the ROI and the time you invest in your business, both in the here and now as well as for eternity. The question is, do you see yourself as that kind of CEO? And are you ready to invest in yourself as that kind of CEO? If you want to access the program pricing before it goes up, don't wait till after the parade, the picnic, or the pool party today. Right now, head to redeemhertime.com/coaching or click the link in the show notes and jump into the Redeem Midlife CEO. So that way you can participate in the CEO Impact Bonus training with us that starts this month. Girl, I can't wait to see your name in our inner circle. And I'm going to tell you from experience, both in building my own business and helping countless women build theirs to see an ROI, that you need all 4. But I'm curious, which one do you think will make the biggest difference for you? I invite you to pop over to the Redeem Her Time community to vote on today's poll at redeemhertime.com/community, or yes, click the link in the show notes. And then be sure to head to redeemhertime.com/coaching to grab your CEO spot ASAP. Because like I said, the price goes up after midnight tomorrow and the CEO Impact Bonus starts Monday. So if you want to see an ROI on your time in your business before the end of the year, girl, you don't want to miss this opportunity. Speaking of being a CEO, a Christ-empowered operator, let's go to our chairman of the board in prayer. Dear Father, thank you so much that you have called us to this life in business. Thank you that you have given us all the time we need as well as the vision to make this something that's going to have a bigger impact, not only in the lives of those right around us, but those that we haven't even connected with yet. And God, you know our challenges. There are so many things that are demanding and distracting our time that keep us from intentionally investing time in our business, doing this thing you've called us to do. God, forgive us for the times we've let our business take over life and we've let it be the priority that takes over everything else. God, I pray that as the CEO listens today, that you would just stir in her heart to be intentional with her time, to be a wise steward of it, to invest it in what is going to produce results, not just in the here and now, but also for eternity. Because you are the reason that we're doing this. And so, God, we can't do it without you, and we invite you in. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, friend, I'll see you over inside the Redeem Her Time community where we'll talk more about this. Thanks for joining me for this episode. Until next time, remember, instead of chasing time on a clock, trying to control it, receive the gift of time from the one who truly holds it. Because as his daughter, you have time.